Okay, so we did this part, right? We saw the life cycle of the plant. तो प्लांट के बॉडी में स्पोरोफाइट रहता है, गेमिडोफाइट रहता है. Class is started. And sporophyte undergoes meiosis to give rise to spores. And gamidophyte, देखो यहाँ जो भी है, all these are diploid. And you can see the ones which are on the top are haploid. So gamidophyte produces gametes. You can see another thing. Spore is unicellular, gametes are unicellular, zygote is unicellular. लेकिन sporophyte और gamidophyte क्या है? Multicellular है. Can you see that? यहाँ पर सेल्स इंक्रीज किया है, देखो नंबर, मतलब स्पोरोफाइट और गेमिडोफाइट मल्टीसेलुलर है. स्पोरोफाइट डिप्लॉयड है, गेमिडोफाइट हैप्लॉयड है. स्पोर्स यूनिसेलुलर एंड हैप्लॉयड, गैमेट्स यूनिसेलुलर एंड हैप्लॉयड, जाइगोट यूनिसेलुलर एंड डिप्लॉयड. ये समझ में आया? दिस लाइफ साइकिल कीप्स ऑन गोइंग. इसी को हम बोलते हैं ऑल्टरनेशन ऑफ जनरेशन, जो आपके पिछले चैप्टर में था. ओके, अभी हम देखेंगे how does the life cycle of algae occurs. Okay, write down life cycle of algae. If you see the life cycle of algae, you will see that the dominant stage is gamidophyte. So gamidophyte, मैंने बोला था ना लास्ट क्लास में, जो ज़्यादा दिन तक जिंदा रहेगा in the life cycle of the plant, उसी को हम बोलते हैं dominant. Okay, so gamidophyte is dominant. Gamidophyte का प्लॉइडी क्या होगा? Haploid. It's haploid, and this is multicellular. So life cycle, let's start with gamidophyte. This gamidophyte is going to produce, what does it produce? Gametes. Okay, it is going to produce gametes. This is male gamete and female gamete. Gametes will undergo fusion. Okay, yeah, they are going to undergo fusion, and this fusion will give rise to zygote. Okay, abhi let's see the properties of zygote. In algae, यहाँ पर स्पोरोफाइट नहीं रहेगा. Normally we saw what two types of life cycle, two combinations were there, gamidophyte and sporophyte. It's in algae you will never see sporophyte. Zygote only behaves as a sporophyte. So here zygote is only, this is only sporophyte. This is diploid and this is unicellular. Okay. Now this zygote will undergo meiosis to give spores, and spores are haploid. This spores will later gives rise to gamidophyte. Okay, this is what you see in life cycle of algae. तो यहाँ पर dominant is gamidophyte, sporophyte is represented by zygote. तो इसीलिए हम ये process जो zygote is undergoing meiosis बोलते हैं ना, we call it as zygotic meiosis, because normally in plant kingdom zygote doesn't undergo meiosis. ये तो fungi में देखा था, zygote was undergoing meiosis. Plant kingdom में sporophyte will undergo meiosis, but algae showing, algae तो primitive plant है ना, so वो थोड़ा fungi जैसा behave कर रहा है, showing zygotic meiosis. Okay, only in algae. आगे जब bryophytes, pteridophytes करेंगे वहाँ पर you will see sporophyte showing meiosis. Okay, please write this. Then I'll give that point. In algae, zygote behaves as a temporary sporophyte. In algae, zygote behaves as a temporary sporophyte and shows meiosis, which is called zygotic meiosis. Zygotic meiosis. So this is about class algae. सब समझ में आया class algae में? Any doubts you all have? Division algae. In division algae, all the three classes are clear: green algae, brown algae, red algae, and their life cycle. Clear?
Only multicellular algae will do this.
No, unicellular algae can also do it. Only that the gametophyte is also unicellular over there. Okay? Now write down. Next heading is the second division, that is bryophytes. So division algae is over under plant kingdom. Now division bryophytes. I forgot your name. What was your name? Aditi. Aditi, just complete the notes. We will take care of your backlogs. Before that, there are online videos also. You can see to it. वो प्रिपेयर करके आओ, तुझे क्लास में इजी लगेगा. ठीक है? बैकलॉग्स होगा. अभी थर्सडे को बॉडी फ्लूइड्स का बैकलॉग है. सो अटेंड द बैकलॉग्स. ओके? एंड इनसे नोट्स मांग लेना. डिविजन ब्रायोफाइट्स लिखा. हाँ, ब्रायोफाइट्स को हम क्या बोलते हैं कि वी कॉल देम. देखो, algae was completely aquatic, no? Right? Algae was completely aquatic. You remember me telling? Sanjana, don't talk because I am wearing a mic. Everything will be heard over there, and it's a problem in editing. And sometimes they upload whatever you all speak. Whatever. Okay? So, in division bryophytes, what was I saying? Algae was completely aquatic. Maybe it is fresh water or marine water, लेकिन पूरा aquatic था. So that was a primitive plant बोला. अभी जैसे evolution हुआ, you know, terrestrial habitat started to develop. Some of these algae only started coming towards to the land, not completely towards to the land, लेकिन they were trying to behave, stay in the land. तो वही आगे जाकर बन गया ब्रायोफाइट्स. इसीलिए ब्रायोफाइट्स को हम बुलाते हैं amphibians of plant kingdom. Why? Because they are terrestrial, but उनके reproduction के लिए they need water. Only for reproduction they need water. So that's why they are amphibians of plant kingdom. So write down /plant amphibians. Okay. Now, where do you actually see bryophytes? You see them wherever there is moist habitat. Okay. Like sometimes you must have seen this on the walls or like this. ये artistic है, लेकिन आपने कभी कभार देखा होगा ऐसे वॉल के ऊपर. देखो पुराने वॉल के ऊपर you can see these structures, these leafy like velvet like growing, no? वही ये bryophytes. These are bryophytes. तो वो सारे walls के ऊपर grow नहीं करेगा. Only those walls which are damp, no? अभी rainy season पे the walls which have some old walls, they absorb water and they are always damp. Most of the time they are damp. Old buildings में देख सकते हो. घर के अंदर भी मतलब बिल्डिंग के अंदर भी हमेशा there are mosses growing. So this whenever the wall is damp, they are growing. So what is their primary thing for habitat? Moisture होना चाहिए. Okay. So we say their habitat is moist shady area. Write down moist shady area. देखा होगा सब लोगों ने, हाँ? Moist shady area in the hills and humid places. In the hills and humid places. So, algae who was dominant? In algae which phase was dominant? Gametophyte was dominant, है ना? Even in bryophytes we will see gametophyte as dominant stage. Okay. Now let's see how does the structure of a gametophyte looks. So, sometimes the main structure, the main dominant phase is gametophyte. ये भी gametophyte है, ये भी gametophyte है. Okay, this is a moss which has been showed. Most of the time you see that bryophytes will be growing horizontally. Their body is also not properly differentiated into root, stem and leaves, not differentiated. They are also thallus only. लेकिन algae जितना कुछ algae में तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा, लेकिन इधर you will see root like structures, you will see leaf like structures. देखो ये leaf like structures है, यहाँ पर root like structures होते हैं जिनको हम rhizoids बुलाते हैं. Okay, you will see a little bit, ये देखो थोड़ा erect है ना, stem like है. So you will see structures which are resembling plant but not completely as plant. This shows you that how evolution had happened. Okay, slowly they are moving to the present plants around us. Got it? Okay, write down. The main plant slash dominant body is gametophyte. Gametophyte का ploidy भी लिख लो. Dominant body is gametophyte. Ploidy क्या है? What is the ploidy of gametophyte? हाँ, haploid, N. Gametophyte, gameto नहीं, gameto, G-A-M-E-T-O. Phyte, ब्रैकेट में ploidy. What gametophyte का ploidy लिखो. हाँ, ploidy का स्पेलिंग नहीं, N लिखो. गैमेटोफाइट का प्लॉइडी क्या है? गैमेटोफाइट का प्लॉइडी N. स्पोरोफाइट का क्या है? 2L. हाँ, तो अभी हम किसके बारे में लिख रहे हैं? गैमेटोफाइट, तो उसका प्लॉइडी. ओके, हाँ. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, थैलॉइड इज डिफरेंशिएटेड इनटू THALLOID. थैलॉइड इज डिफरेंशिएटेड इनटू root in the bracket rhizoids, stem and leaf like structure, stem and leaf like structure, comma, stem and leaf like structure. After root in the bracket rhizoids. Okay, full stop. The thallus is more differentiated than algae. The thallus, THALLUS is more differentiated. Okay, हाँ. अभी हम thallus को 2 types में देखते हैं. जो thallus ऐसे horizontally grow करता है ना, उसको हम बोलते हैं prostrate thallus. Here you cannot see root like structure, leaf like structure, nothing. It's just like algae. It's almost like algae. So here this one you see it's growing horizontally on the ground. Okay, उसको बोलते हैं prostrate thallus. Sometimes you can see over here it's growing a little vertical on the ground. So this is erect thallus. Okay. So next write down. Next point, there are 2 types of thallus. There are 2 types of thallus. Prostrate thallus ये प्लांट का नाम पता है, दिस इज नोन एज लिवरवर्ट. ओके, ये क्यों ऐसा लिवरवर्ट बुलाते हैं? क्योंकि बहुत सारे लिवर डिसीजेस के लिए दिस प्लांट वाज यूज्ड एज अ मेडिसिन, सो दैट्स व्हाई दे कॉल्ड दैट प्लांट एज लिवरवर्ट. There are 2 types of thallus. First one, prostrate thallus. Example, liverwort. Example, first one, prostrate thallus. Example, liverwort. WORT. यहाँ पर स्पेलिंग गलत है, वर्थ है, वर्ट. Second one is erect thallus. Second one is erect thallus. Example, moss. If you go towards the walls and properly see, no, it's not completely flat on the wall, it's little bit coming out of the wall. So that means they are erect. Okay, but if you take a lens and properly see, you can see leaf like structure, you can see a stem, and if you pull it out, you can see some root hairs. Those are rhizoids, not roots. Okay. Next is, we'll directly go to reproduction, because cell wall over here is cellulose, just like a plant. Mode of nutrition तो पता है आपको, हाँ, फोटो स्टोरेज भी प्लांट के जैसे स्टार्च ही स्टोर करेगा, कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है इधर से, मतलब प्लांट मतलब एंजियोस्पर्म के जैसे. ओके, सो विल गो टू रिप्रोडक्शन. पिगमेंट्स तो क्लोरोफिल ए रहेगा एंड वेल एज हायर प्लांट्स, दीज आर ऑल हायर प्लांट्स, सो क्लोरोफिल ए एंड बी. ओके, हाँ. नेक्स्ट इज रिप्रोडक्शन. From here higher plants begin, okay, from bryophytes. Under that, first one, let's talk about asexual reproduction. First one is asexual reproduction. Just like algae, bryophytes also show, if they break, no, that individual one, now if this part breaks, this individual one becomes a separate part because thallus is there. तो fragmentation है. Okay, so asexual में ही add कर लो fragmentation. Vegetative नहीं चाहिए, इधर asexual में ही आएगा fragmentation. Fragmentation. Second is आप अगर लिवर वर्ट देखोगे, आपको इधर एक कप शेप स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा है ना, दिस कप शेप स्ट्रक्चर इज नोन एज गेम्मा कप. गेम्मा कप, इसके अंदर आपको एक कुछ स्ट्रक्चर्स दिख रहा है ना, कैन यू सी सम सर्कुलर स्ट्रक्चर, समथिंग लाइक जेम्स इट इज देयर. हाँ, सो दैट इज नोन एज गेम्मा. ओके, गेम्मा कप के अंदर क्या है, गेम्मा है. तो इस गेम्मा को मैंने उठाया और सॉइल पे डाल दिया, ये बन जाएगा और एक प्लांट, लाइक अ बड. बड्स होते हैं ना वैसे. सो इसको उठाकर मैंने सॉइल पे, बस अंदर भी रखना नहीं चाहिए, बाहर ही रख लिया ना, इट विल जर्मिनेट. सो दिस इज द एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. दिस इज अनदर एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन यू सी. सो राइट डाउन सेकेंड वन इज गेम्मा कप. Gemma cup. हाँ, B is gemma cup. First one is fragmentation. B is gemma cup. The next one is, जब हम लाइफ साइकिल पढ़ते हैं ना, you will see, हाँ, before that, living world में याद है प्रोटोनीमा ऑफ मॉस एग्जाम्पल था, किसके लिए, फ्रैगमेंटेशन के लिए एग्जाम्पल था ना, प्रोटोनीमा ऑफ मॉस. और मैंने बोला कि आगे आने वाले क्लास में आएगा. तो मॉस बिलोंग्स टू ब्रायोफाइट्स. तो ब्रायोफाइट्स में क्या होगा कि इन दियर लाइफ साइकिल, वन ऑफ द स्टेज वी सी, when I do the life cycle, you'll understand properly. You can see this is the life cycle of a moss. उसका एक स्टेज इज प्रोटोनीमा. Now प्रोटोनीमा is nothing but a thin filamentous structures. Okay, and this protonema will produce buds. And ये buds आगे जाकर plants देगा. Can you see it is producing a plant? So मतलब एक प्रोटोनीमा में buds रहेगा, जितने buds रहेगा उधर नया moss plants grow होंगे. So this is also a asexual reproduction. So write down budding of protonema. Third one is budding of protonema. Budding of protonema. हाँ, next is asexual हो गया. Next is sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction, we saw that after red algae, in red algae itself, what type of gametes were produced? Open karo, open your book, turn your pages, that's how you revise. In red algae, what type of gametes were produced? Oogamous, yes, oogamous was produced, right? पहले सब आप लोगों ने थीनो लिखा, ब्राउन algae में भी थीनो लिखा, and in red algae you directly told oogamous. तो इससे हमें क्या पता चला कि red algae is highly advanced compared to other two, है ना? हाँ, oogamous type है. तो यहाँ से रेड algae से आगे आने वाले सारे डिविजन्स या फिर क्लास, उनके पास होगा oogamous टाइप. तो ब्रायोफाइट्स में oogamous टाइप. हाँ, राइट डाउन oogamous टाइप. Sexual reproduction is oogamous type. Here you will see that sometimes the plant is, most of the time the plant is bisexual. How to make this? I have to open a new slide, no? Okay. How to do it?
The arrow beside the pen, the left of the pen. No, left of the pen. Yeah.
This one,
Yeah.
okay. Now if you see, if I take, this is the plant body, okay, this is the gametophytic plant body, okay. Why did I say green color? Because it's of algae, sorry, it's a bryophyte, it's green color. So it will produce, now the plant can be bisexual. Now when I say the word bisexual, it means that both the sex organs are there in the same plant. So the other name of bisexual is monoecious. You know how to remember this? Bisexual का opposite क्या है? Bi का opposite क्या है? One. And but here bisexual and monoecious क्या है? Synonyms है. Okay? हाँ. तो अगर यहाँ पर it can be a unisexual also. They can be bisexual or they can be unisexual. If they are unisexual, uni का opposite क्या है? U is two, no? So it is called dioecious. समझा how to remember? Bisexual मतलब दोनों sex organs एक ही plant में है. How to remember the synonym? I am telling you. Bi का opposite is one. So bi and monoecious are synonyms. That's how you have to remember. Okay? So यहाँ पर unisexual is having one sex organ. Uni का opposite is what? One का opposite is or two. हाँ, so it is dioecious. Okay, need not by heart. By heart किया तो भूल जाओगे. Okay, dioecious. हाँ. So when I say this is a bisexual plant, so they, let's draw their sex organs. यहाँ पर you will see a proper sex organ development. Okay. So the sex organ, most of the time it will be a flask shaped structure. Female sex organ. Okay. So this is a female sex organ which is called archegonium. Okay. Archegonium. So this is the sex organ. Archegonium is the sex organ. तो सेक्स ऑर्गन के अंदर क्या रहता है? ओवरीज में क्या बनते हैं? गैमेट्स बनते हैं. ओवम बनता है. ओवम का दूसरा नाम क्या है? एग. तो इसके अंदर रहेगा एग. ओवरी नहीं. ओवरी इज अ सेक्स ऑर्गन. ओके. एग विच इज अ फीमेल गैमेट. ओके, गॉट इट. एक आर्किगोनियम के अंदर एक ही एग रहता है. ठीक है. तो अगर ये बाइसेक्सुअल है, यहाँ पर मेल सेक्स ऑर्गन भी होना चाहिए. So this is how the male sex organ looks. Which is called as antheridium. Okay, this is known as antheridium. Okay, so antheridium के अंदर रहेगा क्या? Male gametes. See, can you make out? I am putting flagella only on the male gamete, and यहाँ पर नहीं है because it is oogamous type, no? हाँ. So this is the antherozoids बोलेंगे इधर, not sperms. Antherozoids, that is the male gametes. Zooids, why? Because they are motile. Okay? हाँ. And antherozoids यहाँ से swim करके they will go inside because water is required. So they have flagella. So they will swim and they will enter the archegonium and they will fertilize. तो अभी fertilization कहाँ हुआ? आर्किगोनियम के अंदर हुआ. हाँ, पानी में नहीं, fertilization आर्किगोनियम के अंदर हुआ है. तो इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं ऐसे fertilization जहाँ एक फीमेल बॉडी के अंदर होता है, that fertilization is known as internal. आप देख सकते हो कि कभी कभार स्टार फिश में some invertebrates sperm is released, eggs are released, and your fusion happens outside the body, and that is known as external fertilization. यहाँ पर fertilization is internal. Okay, so just write down the point: oogamous type, comma, internal fertilization. ओके, अभी इस प्लांट में ऐसे फ्लास्क लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है. इस फ्लास्क लाइक स्ट्रक्चर को क्या बोलते हैं? आर्किगोनियम. ओके, और इसके अंदर एक एग सेल है. प्लॉइडी क्या होगा एग सेल का? हैप्लॉइड होगा. ये प्लांट बॉडी का प्लॉइडी क्या होगा? डोमिनेंट कौन है? गैमेडोफाइट है. गैमेडोफाइट बनाता क्या है? गैमेट्स. अभी इसके ऊपर ही है गैमेट्स, तो ये क्या हुआ? ये ग्रीन कलर का स्ट्रक्चर गैमेडोफाइट हुआ, तो वो भी हैप्लॉइड है, गैमेट्स भी हैप्लॉइड है. आर यू कनेक्टिंग? ओके, सो गैमेट्स किसके ऊपर है? दैट वन इज अ गैमेडोफाइट. Now if this is a gametophyte, इसके ऊपर gametes है. This is a gametophyte, इसके ऊपर अगर gametes है, then this is haploid. Okay, this is a haploid one. This is still producing haploid gametes. So can I call this plant as a female gametophyte? For this I can't call. It's a bisexual plant. This one I can call as a female gametophyte because it has an egg cell. Who is still saying no? Okay. Everybody agree? Okay, I will name it as female gametophyte, and this is going to have, what is the structure called as? Antheridium, with many number of antherozoids. Aditi is understanding? Now what will we name it as? The whole body as male gametophyte. That's why I told they are unisexual, because they are having only one sex organ. What is the other name of unisexual? Dioecious. And what is the other name of monoecious? Bisexual. Did you understand the method to remember? Don't simply sit and by heart. तो पूरा confusion हो जाएगा. It's the opposite of it. Okay, please draw this.
So this is under oogamous.
Oogamous step, sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Huh? Oogamous type, yeah. Huh. Oogamous type internal fertilization was the second point. So that's why writing exam over here and writing exam over there is very different. Only one sheet. शीट भी शायद लास्ट टाइम के बच्चे बोल रहे थे कि बॉल सेंटर ने एक्स्ट्रा शीट भी नहीं दिया था. क्वेश्चन पेपर के पीछे देयर इज लाइक 1 कंप्लीट पेज empty like to work and they had to work on that. Okay, ha. Next write down economic importance of bryophytes. Economic importance of bryophytes. हाँ. So bryophytes में economic importance is not that much. Like how we saw algae, no, so many importance were there, no. Like it was used in food industry, it was used in space, everywhere algae was used. Bryophytes don't have economic importance, but they have ecological importance. Environment needs them. Okay, write down. There is little economic importance. There is little economic importance, but more ecological importance. But more ecological importance. Nowadays, you must have heard about landslides. है ना? हिमाचल में ही हुआ था ना? Yeah. Huh. So some dozens of people died and still 70 people died, sorry, and dozens are still missing. Missing. तो ये लैंडस्लाइड्स अब पहले इतना नहीं होता था, लेकिन आजकल ऐसा कॉमन हो चुका है लैंडस्लाइड्स. For what? Why is the reason? Deforestation. Okay. Soil erosion. Soil erosion is the main reason. बारिश तो तब भी था. हाँ, बारिश तो तब भी था, अभी भी है. ओके. लेकिन डिफरेंस क्या है कि अभी तो हिल स्टेशन पे हम लोग क्या बना रहे हैं? हम लोग बना रहे हैं कि बड़े बड़े रिसोर्ट्स बना रहे हैं, है ना? पूल साइडेड रिसोर्ट्स है, क्या कुछ पूरा, मतलब हिल स्टेशन इज नो मोर हिल स्टेशन नाउ. इट्स बिकम लाइक अ टूरिस्टी प्लेस एवरीवेयर. What happens is when you see the peaks of any hill, maybe Western Ghats or any top part, you see forest, big trees at this region. लेकिन पीक में you will see this mosses growing, क्योंकि यहाँ पर पत्थर रहते हैं, तो वहाँ पर बहुत सारे bryophytes will be growing on top. और bryophytes क्या करेगा? Bryophytes are acting like a mat. So जो भी पानी गिरता है, बारिश का पानी, वो पर्क्यूलेट नहीं होता, इट जस्ट स्लाइड्स, ऐसे नीचे आएगा. ओके, जस्ट स्लिप्स डाउन. इट्स एक्टिंग लाइक अ मैट, अ वाटरप्रूफ मैट. सो वाटर विल नाइसली ड्रिप डाउन एंड जॉइन अ रिवर. नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? पीपल आर गोइंग फॉर ट्रैकिंग्स एंड दे वांट ओवर देयर दोज व्यूज, दे वांट जी पॉइंट, दैट पॉइंट, दिस पॉइंट. हाँ, सो टू मेक दोज व्यूज people have removed the bryophytes from there. Mat is gone. So whenever it is a rain, whenever there is a rain, water seeps into that place. और ये वाले माउंटेन का पार्ट है ना, वो बहुत फ्रेजाइल रहता है. वो जैसे पानी लेता है, उधर ज़्यादा सॉइल भी नहीं है, तो क्या हो जाएगा? इरोशन हो जाएगा. So this whole part is going to start falling down, and that is what landslide is. Okay? So landslide को prevent करने के लिए forest भी helpful है. You can see big trees also falling down now. The reason is we are removing this top part, the bryophytes, the mosses are removed because कोई economic importance नहीं है, हमें तो points बनानी है उधर जाकर, तो इसीलिए we remove that. Okay, हाँ, write down. Prevent soil erosion by mat formation. Prevents soil erosion by mat formation. Okay, mat formation. When I did lichens in the last chapter, I told you all that lichens are the first one as plant succession. Remember we saw a picture also. So in plant succession का मतलब क्या है? That पूरे barren land में पहला vegetation जो आया था वो lichen था. Lichen के तुरंत बाद जो plants आए थे, lichen ने तो soil बनाया, यही हमने पढ़ा ना कि lichen made a little bit of soil. तो उस soil में grow हुआ था bryophytes. So they are the second successors in plant succession after lichens. Okay, write down next point. They are the second successors. They are the second successors in plant succession after lichen. In plant succession, second successors in plant succession after lichens. Okay. So there is a bryophyte called sphagnum, okay, and this bryophyte named sphagnum, I will show you, it is called as peat moss and it is used as a biofuel when they dry. Sphagnum, yeah. So this is what sphagnum is. It looks like this somewhat. Okay, this is the removed one. So yeah, ये. So इसको dry करने के बाद no, people use it as biofuel. Okay, it can it's also like how gobar gas is there. This is also helpful. Write down sphagnum in the bracket peat moss. Sphagnum in the bracket peat moss. PEAT, peat moss, used as biofuel / biogas. See, bryophytes, no, they have a wonderful capacity of holding water. They can hold water. So if you want, see now these exotic flowers, most of them are not grown in India. They get it from other countries, no. So when you are doing this, मतलब other countries से आते हैं तो flight में नहीं आएगा, ship में आते हैं, है ना. Exotic flowers में बोल रही हूँ, flowers या फिर कभी कभी fruits भी हो सकता है. तो स्पेशली फ्लावर्स या फिर कोई प्लांट हमें बाहर दूसरे देश में लाना है, शिप आपको पता है कितना स्लो है ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. यूरोप से इधर आने के लिए 15 या 1 महीना लगेगा शिप को. तो आई एम ब्रिंगिंग सम फ्लावर्स फ्रॉम यूरोपियन रीजन टू इंडिया. तो ये फ्लावर्स 1 महीने तक तो व्हाट विल हैपन, they'll they'll die, right. Flowers all they become they start wilting out, dry हो जाएंगे. So what do is they pack it with the bryophytes. They pack around with the sphagnum or many other bryophytes, they will pack it, and if you just sprinkle water, they hold water. They will hold water. Water क्या होगा, evaporation नहीं होगा, hold करके रखेंगे and slowly ये plants को देगा. So bryophytes are used in transshipment, we say. Okay, it's used in packaging and transshipment. Write down moss hyphen used for transshipment of living materials. Next point. Many cattle, no, for cattle, people you must have seen in the water, they might be feeding these bryophytes also, because especially cow में सब ना, it's a very good, it releases oxytocin, they say. When oxytocin is a hormone, when it is released, more milk is produced. So they feed for the cattle, bryophytes. Along with hay, they also give this bryophytes also. It's nutritious for cattle. Okay, write down. Bryophytes are used to feed for herbaceous animals. So this is about economic importance of bryophytes. Now let's see the classification of division bryophytes. Now put a heading as classification of division bryophytes. Okay, तो bryophytes को we divide it into 3 classes. Okay, we divide bryophytes into 3 classes. First class is Hepaticopsida or liverworts. How do they grow? Prostrate thallus they have. Example is Marchantia for this. The Marchantia picture is in your textbook. Okay, bryophytes. This is bryophytes. Page number 28, the first picture. Second class is Bryopsida, that belongs to moss. इसके लिए example is Funaria, Polytrichum and Sphagnum. Third class is Anthoceropsida. This is not in your syllabus, just know what it is. It is called as hornworth. क्योंकि इसका sporophyte है ना, बिल्कुल हॉर्न जैसा दिखता है, लाइक कैटल के हॉर्न्स होते हैं ना, ऐसे ही दिखता है, तो इसीलिए इसको हॉर्नवर्थ बुलाते हैं. ओके, इसमें हेपेटिकॉप्सिडा इज प्रोस्ट्रेट, मॉस इज एरेक्ट थैलस रहता है. ठीक है, ये 3 क्लासेस लिख लो. हमें सिर्फ 2 क्लास के बारे में डिटेल में पढ़ना है. Mosses are also erect, Anthoceropsida is also erect. Hepaticopsida is prostrate thallus. Okay. Now let's see about liverworth. Liverworth का दूसरा नाम क्या है क्लास का? Hepatocopsida. Okay. Hepato मतलब liver है ना, and this is mainly used for the medicine, इसीलिए इसको liverworth बुलाते हैं. So liverworts आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में एग्जाम्पल दिया है Marchantia. So where do you find them? They are normally you find them in moist and shady habitats such as banks of stream, marshy ground, कोई भी damp soil या फिर कोई bark, कोई tree गिरा है and उस पर बारिश water has fallen and उसने water absorb किया है, उसकी degradation जब होता है ना, उसके ऊपर भी you can see this liverworts. Okay, and in deep woods मतलब deep forest में, because sun rays is not there, no, so obviously moisture ज़्यादा रहेगा, humidity रहेगा, तो वो places में मिलेगा. So write down the first sentence for habitat. Okay. हाँ, next is structure of Marchantia. Put the heading as structure of Marchantia. Haley, start writing structure of Marchantia. So इनके body, how is it? You can see it is horizontally growing, right? Horizontally and closely appressed to the substratum. You mean, what do you mean by appressed to the substratum? मतलब substratum को touch करते हुए, it is completely growing on the substratum. You can't separate the substratum or this one. It's completely growing on the substratum. Okay, हाँ. So appressed to the substratum. When you see its lower side, you can see. Can you see here rhizoids, hair-like structures? Okay, these are not roots, but they do the function of the roots only. Absorption is their function. So you will see this rhizoids, and these rhizoids are unicellular, single celled. Okay, and the upper body is doing the photosynthesis. Sometimes you see that sometimes you see that if this is the thallus, on the surface of the thallus you will see some leaf-like structures growing in 2 rows, something like this. Okay, on the thallus, this is the thallus, you will see leaf-like structures growing, even they do photosynthesis. So this is the structure of a bryophyte, moss, sorry not moss, liverwort. Okay, write down the structure of Markantia. Okay, reproduction में first point, asexual reproduction, first one, asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction hyphen fragmentation. Fragmentation. Second, over here only you see this gamma cup. You see these structures, no, in liverwort. Liverwort only produces gamma cup. Okay. Second one, put the heading as gamma cup. GEMMAE, gamma cup. So, on the upper surface of the plant, मतलब if this is a plant, नीचे तो rhizoids रहेगा, unicellular rhizoids. ऊपर के side पर you will see the, on the upper surface of the gametophyte, you will see a cup shaped structure, and these cups are only known as gamma cup. Inside this you will see gamma buds. Okay, these gamma buds are haploid because they are developed from gametophyte, है ना, haploid. हाँ, they are green in color. You can see they are green in color. They can do photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis, and these are multicellular. You can see in your naked eyes. ऐसे नहीं कि microscope की ज़रूरत है. Okay, they are multicellular. They also store food and they give rise to a independent thallus. जब ये गिरेगा, it will give rise to a independent gametophyte. Got it? कप के अंदर गेम्मा बड्स होते हैं. कप का नाम क्या है? गेम्मा कप. इसके अंदर जो बड्स है उसको बोलेंगे गेम्मा बड्स. ओके, बड जब गिरेगा तब रिप्रोडक्शन होगा. नॉर्मली व्हाट हैपेंस इज, जैसे व्हेन रेन फॉल्स ऑन इट, नो, सो ऑब्वियसली दिस विल मेक द बड टू पॉप आउट and it will fall on another habitat and it grows. Yeah, very small, but you can see in your eyes. They look like emeralds actually. Yeah. Write down asexual reproduction, gamma cup का ले लिखो.